Welcome in the news details. On the final day of the commemoration week of the genocide against the Tutsi gathered at Rebero Memorial Site to honor and commemorate the politicians who are buried there. The news in details. On the final day of the commemoration week of the genocide perpetrated against the Tutsi in 1994, some senior politicians in Rwanda gathered at the Rebero Genocide Memorial Site, where politicians who were killed because of their beliefs are buried, most of them having opposed genocide ideology and bad politics based on regional discrimination. In his remarks, the Minister of National Unity and Civic Engagement, Dr. Jean Bizimana, reminded the public of the heroism and selflessness of the politicians buried at Rebero Memorial Site. This day of 13th of April is an historic day in our country's history. The history that is concerned with the liberation war and stopping genocide against the Tutsi. The reconstruction of Rwanda and building the unity of Rwandan society. Minister Bizimana also reminded the public that the moment like this is time to look back where they came from and learn from the good example given by politicians buried at Rebero. This is the time of looking back and analyze the contribution of bad politics, and we give our respect to Hutu politicians who refuse to be obsessed to hatred, divisionism, genocide ideology, but they chose to build the Rwanda for all Rwandan by denying Habyarimana's regime and bad politics and ideology. Minister Bizimana also reminded the public that the moment like this, it is a time to look back where they came from and learn from the good examples given by politicians buried at Rebero. Also in his remarks, Dr. Jean Bizimana urged the current politician to admit the truth and learn from the past and prevent all the kind of genocidal ideology. And emphasize the unity among Rwandans through admitting the history is true. We as current politicians must learn from our history. We must always know that we can't build our unity without knowing the reason why this unity was once destroyed. We need to help the country to preserve it against genocidal ideology, divisionism, like that of Habyarimana's regime. Let's continue to remember good politicians by learning from their values, proceeding to protect our unity. And on this day, the President of Senate, Dr. Karinda Francois Xavier, together with other senior leaders in the government of Rwanda and various institutions, led a race at the burial site of those politicians and paid tribute to the victim of the genocide that preserves the history of politicians who were killed for opposing, planning, and execution of 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Well, today, Pope